Aortic bifurcation grafts. Yes, that's right. And we also need...
What are you doing? I'm ordering medical supplies for Miss Burton. Cancel it. What?
Sorry, folks. We're going to have to go for an aortoiliac bifurcation graft as well. Sarah, get me a trouser graft quick as you can.
Trouser graft? I can't seem to find any in theatre.
But I ordered some specially only yesterday.
We have a patient halfway through an operation. We need it straight away.
You were perfectly happy to let me assume it was a routine stock-up.
I would have told you if you'd given me time to draw breath.
There's a patient line opened up on the operating table who needs that graft now.
Wait. We can't just have a patient lying around under anaesthetic all day while we decide to get our act together. How the hell did this happen? Right, that's it. Till we get the trouser graft. How's he doing?
Pulse is normal, blood pressure's stabilized.
Well, that's a relief.
Maybe. He's got a history of ischemic heart disease. He's a prime candidate for a coronary. I don't want to keep him under too long.
In that case, is it better to close?
No, we'll wait.
Yes, that's right. A trouser graft. All right, I'll wait.
Has she got it yet?
She's just finding out.
Yes, Shortland Street A&D, and Jenny Harrison should be there now. Oh, I see. Thank you.
Well, has she got it?
She's not even there.
But she must be.
It's peak hour. You know what the traffic's like out there.
Damn.
What the hell is going on over there?
Blood pressure's down slightly. Temperature's dropped a bit too. I've started dopamine. He's losing pints. Potassium level's down.
Well, do something about it.
Okay, I am. Don't take it out on me, mate.
The rate is still up. What is the problem?
Give it time.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we better stop.
Blood pressure's back up.
About time.
Yep. Thanks. She's got the graft. It's on its way.
So is bloody Christmas.
Come on, mate.
Split up. Chris and Ellie, you're having me on.
Nope. Apparently Ellie spent last night at Sam and Steve's.
Oh, the poor thing. She must be devastated.
What's worse is this morning Chris chats up some bimbo patient right in front of her.
That's disgusting. Taking advantage of someone when they're sick.
Sick in the head, maybe. She was in for cosmetic surgery. More money than sense, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah? What was she having done?
Lip enlargement, gross.
What's so gross about lip enlargement? I reckon that'd be neat.
Would you like your lips injected with fat from dead animals just to make them pouty?
Yuck, is that what they do?
Uh-huh. What's really dumb is it doesn't even last for very long.
You mean the pout goes down?
Uh-huh.
After spending all that money in the first place?
Right.
Wow.
How are you?
Fine, you?
Fine. How's Stuart?
I don't know and I don't care.
I thought you two were hot.
We were. I don't want to see him ever again.
What happened? You have a big fight or something?
No, worse.
What?
If you really want to know, he was really upset when Miles died. So suddenly he decided he wanted me.
Yeah?
For one night, that is. The next morning he didn't want to know about it, just shoots through, no discussion, nothing.
Oh, what a jerk.
He just used me because he's feeling rotten.
Typical. Doesn't care about anyone except himself. Even treated Miles like dirt. When he was alive.
I thought they got on really well.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. But now that Miles is dead, Stuart wants everyone to feel sorry for him because his best buddy died.
Little creep.
Oh, it's no good. We're going to have to call it a day.
It's not worth waiting a bit longer.
Well, even if the graft turned up now, I'd still have to keep him under for a couple of hours.
Great, now I'll have to redo the theatre schedules.
Well, too bad. I'm just not confident I can keep him under that long. We'll have to take a chance and try again later.
Fine. It's here. What do you think?
All right, let's go.
I'll find out who's responsible.
Can we just get on, please?
Yes, Doctor.
And don't worry, I'll deal with whoever's responsible.
Stuart,
Hello, Mrs. Lucas.
come in. How are you?
Fine. Yourself?
Oh, bearing up. Come through. I wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to Miles.
Could have been a better one.
Oh, I didn't think so. He told me he liked you a lot.
Really?
Miles didn't make friends easily. I've been sorting some of his things.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not really. I'm just grateful that you got Miles to talk to Father Rigby.
Wasn't much.
No, perhaps not. But it meant a lot to me. At least I know that he was at peace before we...
It was the least I could do.
I thought you might like something that belonged to Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some books. Miles told me you read a lot. He was a keen reader, though he'd never admit it. That odd thing, would you like that?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, take it. I'd rather you had it. I can't throw it out.
You sure?
Positive. Miles would have approved. He loved that old coat. So, have a look at these books.
No. No, this will do fine.
So, halfway through, Michael decides to use a trouser graft.
So what's wrong with that?
Well, hang on. Sarah goes to get one, and what happens? The cupboard's bare.
What?
Can you believe it? Nothing left.
Michael must have been livid.
He was.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I've had as much fun at the dentist.
So, then what happened?
Well, Jenny shot out. Rush hour traffic it was. Picked up the graft, and Michael finished it off in record time.
Michael saves the day.
Kept us cool, too. Just.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't there.
Scaredy hat. You should learn to live dangerously. Come here.
Well, it won't take him long to spread the word.
Marj will have a field day.
Hey, what are we worried about? They're all going to find out sooner or later.
Oh, I just hoped it was going to be a bit later.
Hey, you hear that?
What?
She's fired up the talking drums already.
Do you care?
No? Do you?
Just a little bit.
Good. Let's get on with it then.
I cannot believe that such a vital piece of equipment wasn't available. Why wasn't it replaced?
Look!
Do you know how long I had to keep that patient open?
Yes,
Not
Michael.
only was he a diabetic, but he had a history of angina. Are you aware of the risk?
Of course.
Good, because if something had happened, he could have taken us to the cleaners. Frankly, I'm bloody disappointed.
I placed an order for 2 trouser grafts with Marj yesterday.
Then where in Hades were they?
I don't know, but it might pay to have a word to your support staff.
And what is that supposed to mean?
When I put in the order, Marj said it was Jenny's job. They've had an argument. As far as I know, they're still not talking.
Oh, well, that is ridiculous. We can't have that going on. What was the argument about?
I've no idea, but I suspect that's the reason your graft never arrived.
Oh, great.
If you remember, I spoke to you about Jenny and Marj the other day. Perhaps if you tackled them then...
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. I'll see to it today.
Well, that sounds like an excellent idea, Michael.
Oh, la, la, la.
Knock, knock.
Oh, hi.
I need to check something in New Ethicals. Do you mind?
Ah, no, not at all.
Be my guest.
Ta. Are you all right?
Yeah. I suppose you've heard about me and Alison.
Yeah, I did hear something. I'm sorry.
It's no big deal.
Oh, plenty more where she came from, eh?
I didn't say that.
So what happened? Did Alison finally realise leopards don't change their spots?
So everyone thinks it's my fault, do they?
I wonder why.
Yeah, well, it's not like that. But then, you wouldn't be interested in my side of the story.
Wouldn't I? If you must know, I feel sorry for you, Chris Warner.
Oh, that's all I need.
I think you've become a far less disgusting person since meeting Alison. Bearable, almost.
Oh, you're too kind.
It's a pity you didn't last the distance. I thought you were really committed to this relationship.
And you're the expert on commitment, aren't you, Meredith? Ever had anything longer than a one-night stand?
Funny you should ask that. Eh,
What?
forget it. Why kick a man when he's down?
Why not?
Miriam Carlisle's ready for you, Doctor.
Yeah, thanks.
If you can be bothered, that is.
Poor guy. You know they've just broken up.
About time Alison came to her senses.
Well, I reckon you did the right thing. It's about time somebody taught Chris a lesson.
Well, that's not what I was trying to do, Kirsty. Just got fed up.
Oh, whatever. He had it coming. You know what I reckon? Men want the best of both worlds. Commitment when it suits them and freedom when it doesn't.
Thank you, Kirsty. Have you seen Mills? We've got an old friend of yours back.
Who's that?
Miriam Carlisle.
Miriam! I thought she was overseas.
No, she's large as life and twice as dotty in Private Room 1.
What's she in for?
Go and ask her. She's very keen to see you. I can't think why.
Right.
She's with Dr. Warner. And Mills, try not to stay all day.
I mean, the trouble is, if you give in and stay, they treat you like a doormat anyway.
Oh, who treats you like a doormat, Kirsty?
Who do you think? Men.
Right. Look, I'm really sorry to interrupt this amazing conversation, but Ellie, you need it in Private Room 1. It's really urgent.
Oh, thanks.
My pleasure.
What are you looking so pleased about?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
But Russia, Doctor. Have you been there?
No, not yet.
Then go. It's so vast.
Is this where you felt the pains?
Somewhere around there. And the birch trees, just spectacular.
Miriam, did you take your medication while you were away?
Well, yes, of course I did.
The whole time?
Nearly. Oh, don't be so boring. The last thing you think about when you're hopping on the is whether or not you took your beta blockers that morning.
Well, in future, it might be a good idea if you did. We don't want you collapsing in some exotic location far from medical assistance.
It's not a bad way to go. Do you want to die in bed, Dr. Warner? I don't.
Good, because I'd like to keep you in for observation for a few days.
Oh, right. Oh, hello. I was expecting Steve.
So was I. Could you do these bloods, please? And before you do, I'll need an ECG and an X-ray ordered for Miriam. And I'd like to see your old X-rays too, please.
I'll get them. Anything else?
No, thanks.
Can I see you for a minute?
Do you mind, Miriam?
No, not at all.
What is it?
I wanted to pick up some stuff from your house.
Fine. You've still got the key? Yeah, I won't be home till late.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
What's up with you two?
Oh, nothing.
Pull the other one. I might have a dicky heart, but the radar's firing on all four.
We've just split up.
Oh, what a waste. You're such a pretty couple.
Are we?
Yes. Do something about it. And don't come back to see me till you have.
Any suggestions?
Talk to her, you silly boy. Isn't that the fashionable thing?
So I told Alison she was needed urgently, but I didn't tell her Chris was there too.
Oh, God, sometimes I wonder about you, you know, in the brains department.
Oh, why? I mean, the next time you see them, they'll be happy as Larry.
In your dreams, boy. You've probably made things worse. I mean, the last thing they need is for you to...
Suddenly developed Parkinson's?
Nah.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
So, how's it going in theatre?
Still crazy. We'll be ages catching up.
Find out who blew the trouser graft?
No, I haven't spoken to Carrie yet. I do know when Michael finds out who the culprit is, he's going to have their guts for garters.
Yeah, fair enough too.
Better go. See ya.
Hey, wait. Dinner, my house, tonight. Yes?
You mean you've still got a house?
I might not have one soon, thanks to your dumb ghost idea.
What happened?
Well, the couple came around, right? Then I gave them the whole story, like you said.
And?
They loved it.
No.
Yes. They said it gave the house a unique quality. They put together the highest offer so far.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
Bloody yuppies. Oh. Good journal. Ain't love grind.
There you go. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Nick, how are we doing?
Fine.
Are you finished?
Nope.
Oh, come on, Nick. I've got all these customers waiting for this table.
Stuff them I paid for this.
Sit there much longer and I'll have to start charging you rent.
Nielsen! Cool coat. What the hell do you think you're doing with it?
I was given it.
Yeah, who by?
Mrs. Lucas.
Why'd she give it to you? It doesn't even fit.
She wanted to give me something to remember Miles.
How come?
I don't know, because I was his friend, I suppose.
You were a friend. You didn't even want to know about him. I was his friend. I met him first.
Come on, does it matter, man?
Yes. Why didn't she give me something?
How would I know?
You made me sick, man. You won't even let Miles be a mate. And at the last minute, you turn up and pull a best buddy trip.
Keep it down.
We all know why, don't we? Because you think it's your fault that he topped himself.
Shut up.
I know you, man.
Out.
Just telling this guy a few home truths.
Tell him later. You heard, Nick. Get out!
I mean, you two are an important part of the team here. And you've got to realise that a breakdown in communication can have disastrous consequences. We could have lost that patient.
Yes, Dr. McKenna.
If you've got a difference of opinion, I expect you to be professional enough to put it aside.
I resent that, Michael. I consider myself thoroughly professional.
Jenny, I'm not saying you're necessarily at fault.
Oh, that's right. Take her side. You usually do.
He wouldn't have to if you just told me that order was urgent.
Well, what was the point? The mood you were in, you wouldn't have listened anyway.
That is enough. If you two want to continue working here, I suggest you find a way of doing so compatibly. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very clear.
Now, come on. I want you to apologise to each other, Jenny.
I'm sorry, Marjorie. It won't happen again.
I'm sorry, too. I should have realised.
Good. Now, let's put all this nonsense behind us and make a fresh start, hmm?
Nick, what are you doing here? Are you okay?
Hi, Mrs. N. What's got into her? She's still mad at you.
She's just got us both into a lot of trouble. Not that you'd ever admit it.
Must run in the family.
What?
Nothing.
Sometimes I feel sorry for Stuart.
Now, don't worry. Poor little Stuart can look after himself.
Have you two fallen out again?
No.
How is he?
Warm?
What do you mean, warm?
Well, he's walking around in Miles's coat, isn't he? Mrs. Lucas gave it to him.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I reckon it's pretty off.
Well, it sounds like a nice gesture to me. Miles and Stuart were good friends.
It's creepy, and they weren't good friends at all. I was closer to Miles than Nielsen. Nobody gives a stuff. They're all too busy feeling sorry for Stuart.
Is there anything I can do?
No, it's between me and Stuart.
Oh! Manners.
Sorry. You all right?
I'd be fine if it wasn't for certain people around here.
Who?
Mind your beeswax. Sorry I snapped.
Steve! Was it for real what happened before?
You mean in the staff room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow! Those two. All over each other like a hot rash.
Oh, you should have seen what I worked in a big passion.
Really? How long's it been going on?
Well, it looks like new love to me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just two people who work at the clinic.
Ooh, getting on like a house on fire.
Oh, nice for some people.
Two very, very nice people.
Which two?
Well, the
Guess, okay? You got doctors, you've got nurses, and you've got...
other.
Doctor?
Oh, you're a good one.
Hey, not old Watson.
Oh, Tim, who'd want him?
True. Full-timers, are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honey? If
Ever thought of being a mastermind, Mum?
Who's next?
Oh, nobody, Dr. Fleming. Well, I never.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, your father's now, thanks.
Oh, Meredith. I think it's really lovely.
What?
You and Honey.
Oh, that.
It'll be nice for Andrew, too. Well, I know Honey's fond of him. You must be thrilled.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, God bless, dear. I hope you'll be very, very happy.
Who's going to be very, very happy?
Honey and Meredith, hadn't you heard?
Well, well, well. Congratulations.
Take it off. I said take it off.
Get out of my hair, Nick.
What are you trying to prove, Nielsen? That you're not a jerk? You're using Miles and it's pathetic. He's dead, right? Dead! Oh! You didn't care about him, Nielsen. You hated him. That's why he took the pills. You killed him, Nielsen. You killed him.
I'll get out of your way.
Oh, it's all right. I'm not with a patient.
No, I'll finish it later.
Ali,
I haven't got the time, Chris.
could we at least talk?
We've talked before. Let me go.
Look, Alison, I don't want you to move out.
Yeah, well, you could have fooled me.
We can't just chuck everything we got out the window.
You should have thought about that before.
Yeah, I know. Ali, there's something else.
What?
I really love you. Very much. And, I want to marry you. I said, I think we should get married.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.